Welcome to Angels Talk, Soul Relationships. Here's your host, Sandra Lynch.
And with two down, here is Ed Hearn, who had his first big league hit in the second inning. He's a youngster who was drafted by Philadelphia. He had an appointment to the West Point Military Academy and decided to be a baseball player. He would have made an impressive-looking general. He's 6'3", 215.
Way back. It is going, gone, goodbye. And Ed Hearn with his first major league.
And a high drive to left. Back goes Stutz, way back.
I made it to the penthouse of all my dreams as a young boy. I mean, I had sacrificed so much to be there, to get to that point. No doubt. I probably never really dreamt that I would play in the big leagues, let alone be in a World Series and be on the winning team.
He's struck him out. The Mets have won the World Series. The dream has come true. The Mets have won the World Series, coming from behind to win the 7th ball game.
And so it was over. The Mets were world champions.
There's a couple of gifts I want to give to you. One of them is a little perspective today. Just when I had life in the palm of my hand, I mean, I had it right where I wanted it. It was jerked out from underneath me.
But this is a man who, first of all, was the short end of the David Cohn trade. The Royals gave away a two-time Cy Young Award winner, and Ed took the heat for it because he got injured right away. On top of that, when his career ended, he had a kidney transplant, a life-threatening blood disorder, and a life-threatening sleeping disorder disease. And when we interviewed him a month before, or 2 months before, he had had cancer.
So I went from the penthouse to the outhouse. What do you do when you're facing adversity, when you're facing change, you think you have no control over it?
Kornacki, the Kansas City reporter who's done more than just cover the story. She says she got a ringside seat to all of Ed's highs and lows since the very first day he arrived as a ball player for the Kansas City Royals. And welcome Ed and Trish Hearn. Conquering Life's Curves is the title of their book. There's a lesson in there for everybody, right, Ed, you say?
You betcha, boy. You know, as a young boy, I had dreamed of being a big league ball player. That's all I wanted to do. And then things changed. You know, of course, as I travel around the country speaking today, I find that we all face changes in life. We face challenges, and fortunately, the things that happen in my life, I now am able to go out there and empower other people, share with them a message of hope and that we can overcome these challenges.
Ed Hearn is truly an inspirational champion.
First of all, I am so honored and so excited to be sitting, looking eye to eye at the whites of your eyes today, Ed Hearn.
Well, thank you, sweetheart. I'm pleased to be here. I've had a great time here in Fort Wayne, and you know, you're the cleanup hitter today.
I'm the cleanup hitter?
You are.
What does that mean?
That means you're in an important spot. You're the fourth interview, and this is it. You're the climax.
Oh, no, I'm not the climax. You're the climax. You're the star soul of this business expo here at Fort Wayne.
Well, it's a pleasure. You know, I have the opportunity to do this, two or three dozen times a year, and it's not as much as I used to do, but I really enjoy it.
How are you feeling today?
I'm doing good. You know, these are the days that are my best days, when I have the opportunity to talk with people. Share with them some of the nuggets of my life. It's just wonderful.
Well, I can see it's your passion, and it breathes life. And like you said,
life. It's life for me.
Life.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very much. It's the juice for me. And yes, I have some better days and some struggling days, but it's days like this that get me through the challenging days.
I see. I see. Well, last night when we were on that beautiful field across the street, as we gaze across the street and look over there.
Yes.
Your presence was with us.
Well, late in the evening, I opened my window and I glanced out. And so I knew that you were out there somewhere. And so my thoughts are with you as well.
What time was that?
That was, oh boy, 9:15-ish.
9:15-ish. That's about when Marvin, who spent the night at Angels at God Central Station last night, was listening to a meditation tape on releasing the past.
That's a good topic.
Releasing
the past is a good topic. I believe that we can learn a lot from the past. We can't live in the past. And we also can't live in the future. We can make plans, set goals, but today's the only day we have. And so we have to focus on today.
The power of now.
Now, exactly.
Right here, right now.
Right now, exactly.
And that's how I opened the show. I said, right here, right now, we're on the Sky View Terrace of the Parkview ball field. And Ed Hearn is out there, and we were looking at the field, and I was talking to Marvin about you, and I said, I can't wait, because Ed's going to share a little bit about the bottom of the ninth tomorrow.
Yeah, the bottom of the ninth is a great time. Of course, in the bottom of the ninth, the good guys, the home team's tied or behind, or there is no bottom of the ninth. It's, I started the nonprofit called the Bottom of the Ninth 11 years ago, because I felt that as a society, we're in the bottom of the ninth. We're losing the battle as a society, as a country. The moral decay, the voidness of character, the way it used to be. And I believe that our country, we need to get back these values,
yes,
these principles. The spirit,
and
absolutely.
The character of our nation.
No doubt.
Oh, yeah.
And see, our young people don't get that,
right.
How powerful that those ingredients are. And those were the cornerstones to our country. And without them, I fear that we're going to lose. And we as a country cannot afford to lose.
Do you really fear that we're going to lose? Because to me, it's a love. It's a love that you're doing something about being the change that you want to see. That's true. What it is to me. That's why I wanted to see you today.
Well, I would say that in many ways there's change can be great, but I see some change that concerns me greatly. I see change in our younger generation making choices that I don't think anybody could argue are choices that are not going to be beneficial for their lives and for the lives of those around them. So I believe that we have to, those of us who understand the power of good character, values, making good choices, we have to not only tell our young generation about it, but we have to lead by example, because actions speak so much louder than words. And so that in many situations around the country, I have the opportunity to be in front of young people and even young adults. And I think one of the roles that I take very seriously is trying to not only teach and give them a perspective of how important it is, but I also am very cautious about modeling.
Absolutely.
Modeling.
Role modeling.
Yes, very important.
Yes,
you know, in our
yes,
society
yes.
today, we have let's face it, the fathers aren't, the father